Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to tackle a viewer request, which is my thoughts on a supplement called Primal Sleep. Just going to be a review. I'm going to look at a few things here, one of which, the big thing is it going to help you sleep better? I'll take a look at the ingredients, both pros and cons of the ingredients, and then just give my overall thoughts at the end. So let's just hop into it. First of all, Primal Sleep makes claims. Now, the thing I like about it is that it's very non-hypey. I've had some supplements that I've reviewed. They're like making these outlandish claims. Primal Sleep is not doing that. They're not curing insomnia. They talk about sleep routine and sleep quality. Very realistic expectations, I guess I'd say. And they give realistic timelines. They're not saying they're going to cure insomnia overnight, anything like that. So I like actually a lot of the claims that they're making because they're realistic and they're not setting false expectations. Now, where it kind of goes downhill a bit for me is with the ingredients. So here's a picture of, their ingredient list on the back of the bottle. Now, there's some stuff on here that I think is good, I think can be helpful. There's some stuff on here that I think is counterproductive and not helpful. And so I'm going to kind of focus on the stuff I don't particularly agree with. And let me just say overall, I see this with supplements. They throw so many things in that they're kind of throwing the kitchen sink at it and you don't really know what's helping. But if I were to pick out some things I don't like about their ingredients, the first one would be the l-tryptophan. Second down there, the reason I don't like l-tryptophan is converted to serotonin. Most people have way too much serotonin to start with. So I think adding l-tryptophan in is not only not necessary, I think it can be counterproductive. The next one would be the GABA, the third one down, gamma aminobutyric acid. Not the end of the world having this in there. I just don't think, again, that it's necessary. Again, we're kind of throwing the kitchen sink against it. Melatonin. Okay. If you've watched my channel for a while, I don't know, maybe one or two videos on this. I'm really not a big fan of using melatonin for sleep, not because it can't be helpful, but because melatonin's a hormone. This is actually a really high dose. I don't know if you'd be able to make those kind of amounts in your body normally. And then long term, we can start to see side effects with melatonin supplementation. So not a fan. I don't think it's necessary. And I think you're kind of playing with a little bit of fire by supplementing with melatonin like that. The next one would be the magnesium bisglycinate. They call it a chelate. I'm assuming maybe they mean chelate, but whatever it is, it sounds like a mixed product. The magnesium glycinate, not bisglycinate, but magnesium glycinate, I like a lot. I'm really a fan of magnesium. It can help you relax. It can help you sleep. I take it personally, magnesium glycinate. But when we start talking about these chelated products, they're usually adding in cheap magnesium, like magnesium oxide, to kind of make these chelates. They're garbage. I'd stay away from them. So not a fan of that part. And finally, on the ingredients, if you look down at the other ingredients here, we have silicone dioxide. It's one of the 7 fillers I would never, ever recommend that you take in any supplement. And I have a video on these other 7 fillers that companies use. So I would avoid it. Silicone dioxide is not something you want to be putting in your body. But outside of that, there's just some ingredients here that are counterproductive and they're just throwing a ton at it to make it like, hey, this is going to work better because we're throwing the kitchen sink at it. With that being said, here's my overall thoughts. Primal Sleep. Okay. I think it's reasonably priced. I think the claims are reasonable. There's nothing hypey there. I will say, as far as effectiveness, I've never taken it, so I can't comment. I searched online from people, who said they took it and who were verified purchasers. I would say the reviews are so-so. I mean, it's nothing to write home about, but it may be worth a shot for you. I think the ingredients, you saw that section. I think they're throwing the kitchen sink at it. I don't think you need all those ingredients, and some of them are counterproductive. Okay. Don't like the fillers, that the silicone dioxide that they're using. TLDW, too long didn't watch. If you're just going to the end of this to see, I just don't think it's a supplement, anything to write home about. I like, when it comes to sleep, approach it from a natural standpoint, meaning you have to get your diet and your lifestyle on point. I know people hate to hear that, but it's the truth. And then we can add in some other things. For example, some magnesium glycinate. Some of those things can be helpful, but to add in something, just throw the kitchen sink at it. If it does work, you don't know what's helping. Okay. And just some ingredients in there I don't care for, but that's it. I think it's okay. I don't think it's anything to write home about. So let me know in the comments, especially if you've taken this. Did you get good results? Am I off base? Let me know. Other topics you want me to cover. Like I said, this was a topic suggestion. Make sure to like, comment, do all that good stuff, subscribe. It helps me out a ton when you do that if this video was helpful. Speaking of which, I hope it was helpful. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.